The detectives constantly told her,
"You just don't say nothing till your attorney gets here. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing."
but never stopped her from taking the blame.
No, I'm a horrible person who could do that. Who could do that? Push my husband and make him fall out the window.
This illusion of legal protection made her lower her guard. The psychological theory of false security framing states, when people believe they're protected, they drop their defenses. Amber's belief that she is legally protected gave her false confidence. And ultimately, she built the very case against herself.
For the rest of my life, everyone's going to think I'm a murderer.
But the pertinent questions before us are who is this woman and what happened on June 7, 2011.
They say she pushed her husband to his death from the window of their 25th story apartment.
Welcome back to my channel. I don't have many followers yet, but every comment from you is a sign that someone out there is listening, and that means the world to me. The couple live happily on the 25th floor of a University Club Tower, Tulsa, Oklahoma. But their lives took a strange turn on a mundane afternoon of June 7th, 2011, when 19-year-old young and pregnant Amber got into a heated argument with her husband, 23-year-old Joshua Hilberling, a U.S. Air Force veteran. Josh grabbed Amber in his fury, but all of a sudden Amber pushed him and he stumbled backward into the glass, which gave way.
I just saw someone jump out of their window out of probably the 17th, 19th floor of the University Club Tower apartment.
Josh fell 17 stories, crashing onto the roof of the building's parking garage below.
The glass broke and he fell down. Okay. 17th floor.
Wow, 17th floor. All right, sir. We got help on the way then.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Cops arrested Amber and brought her in for interrogation. Today we will focus on the psychological aspects of this interrogation.
Josh is dead. And I'm here. I didn't just lose my husband. Jeannie and Patrick lost their son. Zach lost his brother. His grandma. His poor grandma's gonna have a heart attack when she finds out that her little Josh is gone. All I kept seeing, I just held his broken body. I just kept looking at him.
They allowed Amber to emotionally unravel, repeatedly listening, showing sympathy, but not intervening as she spiraled into guilt and despair. The presence of a supportive voice, possibly family or a friend, reinforces her belief that she's safe to vent everything.
Amber,
I can't.
I'm not saying that you're
I
guilty.
can't believe this.
Listen to me. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of things at stake that people are going to be doing their jobs. Patrick and them, they are going to come after you with everything they got. Okay. You know that. So you've got to fight for that one. And you got to fight for yourself.
But who fights for Josh?
He's in better. Listen to me. He's in God's.
It's gonna be fine.
Amber. He's in God's hands right now.
He's not supposed to be
No,
there.
he's not supposed to be, but he's in God's hands.
This isn't fair.
Hello. Yeah. I've done told her, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Instead of interrupting or probing, the people around Amber, possibly with law enforcement watching or listening in, just let her talk. The silence invites her to fill in the space. And in doing so, she emotionally confesses multiple times.
When they come in and they asked you, say, I don't want to say nothing till my attorney gets here. Do you understand?
The detective's at the scene still, okay? There'll be one clearing a little bit, and they'll come down here and talk to you. Get all that, so just hang tight, okay? All right.
Thank you.
You bet.
But Doesn't that make me guilty?
No, that makes the lawyer do his job. Because, baby, they will bring everything in.
But regardless, I'm going to jail.
That doesn't mean we're just doing your rights. You just don't understand how things work. You just don't say nothing until your attorney gets here. Okay?
So we're gonna be here for like hours.
Yeah, it'll probably be a long night.
There's a constant reminder that you're going to jail, or they'll use this against you, or wait for your attorney. This ramps up anxiety, especially in someone unfamiliar with the legal process.
But you don't say nothing until your attorney gets here. When they come in, just say, I don't want to say nothing until my attorney gets here. Okay? Don't slip any other way. You just have to stick to that. Because they are, listen to me, they are going to poke
I just
you.
want to be with Josh.
They're
I just want to die.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Amber, you got that baby there.
But this is Josh's baby.
That's right, that's Josh's baby. That's the only thing that Josh has got is that baby.
He's supposed to be here. I'm such a bad person.
Amber.
No, I don't deserve to live. I don't deserve to be a mom. Josh deserves to be a dad. And Josh isn't even a person anymore.
You can't talk like that.
I'm so sorry.
And you can't talk like that in front of them. You gotta hold it together, baby.
The comforting voice repeatedly affirms Amber's character. You're not a bad person, and acknowledges the tragedy. This builds trust and lowers her psychological defenses.
I can't stop seeing Josh fall. I just want to be back in bed, laying with him. That's never gonna happen again.
No.
Why did he have to die? I can't even... Like, this is supposed to hurt so much more. I just want to see him smile again. This isn't fair. I just want to go back in time. I lost the person I love. The person I couldn't even imagine being separated from is dead. Oh, Josh. Josh. I just want to see him just one more time. I wonder if his parents know yet.
I'm sure they do. But
They were right. They kept saying if we stay together, I'm gonna kill him.
They didn't stop her when she said things like, I pushed him or I killed him. They let her sink deeper into her grief and legal vulnerability, while reminding her of what's at stake, her baby, her freedom, her future.
How did this happen? How did this happen? Why did he have to fall out the window? Fall out a window? Why did Mom put us in that apartment? Why are we there? Why were we there? Why didn't I just leave? He was leaving. I kept just saying, and when he leaves, I'll go to my grandma's. Why didn't I just leave? He'd still be alive.
Were y'all both struggling?
What do you mean?
When you was...
I can't get the image of him go out of my head, him falling out the window. I'm just trying to tell myself this isn't real and this is all gonna be over soon. Will you have Mom bring me some different pants?
Well, right now, ain't nobody going nowhere.
I can't. This isn't happening. Josh is dead. His bones were sticking out all over his body. His whole body was broken. And I just held him and kissed his cheeks and screamed for him to wake up. This is gonna turn into a nightmare.
You just have to pray. We'll get through it.
I don't deserve to pray.
Amber keeps repeating emotionally charged admissions like, I pushed him and I killed him. No one stops her. The repetition becomes part of her internal monologue and reinforces her own guilt narrative without formal questioning.
Dude, Josh? Josh hates me. I'm not even gonna be able to meet him in heaven anymore because he just hates me. I killed him.
Amber, stop talking like that.
What kind of person am I?
You're a loving person that has been abused by Josh just as well.
No, I'm a horrible person who could do that. Who could do that? Push my husband and make him fall out the window. I wish I could just go back and know that if I pushed him, it was going to happen.
Amber, quit saying you pushed him out the window.
Amber is subtly encouraged to view the incident as a tragic accident, blaming the apartment, the windows, or timing, instead of outright violence. This invites her to confess under the illusion that intent doesn't matter.
Did you intentionally?
No,
Okay.
Of course not.
Okay, that's what they're gonna take it as, baby. That's why I said everything that you say, they're going to, in a different matter, because they're going to say, okay, Amber.
I just don't understand this whole
Legal system.
No, not that. I don't understand the whole pattern of events of the last year. Us getting married and going to Alaska. Everything in Alaska, me being pregnant. Coming back here, getting kicked out of Mom's house, going to the apartment. And then all for it to Josh just fall out of a high-rise building.
I wish y'all would have never went to the apartment.
I mean, what are the chances? How many times has that happened? All Josh's friends, his family, they're gonna know he died because he fell out of a high-rise apartment.
Although not physically interrogated yet, Amber is constantly surrounded by voices advising her what to say or not say. She's under emotional watch, while law enforcement likely listens in, gathering unfiltered statements in a legally gray zone.
And I just keep watching him fall. Over and over and over again in my head. Watching him flail and think that my last thought was, please catch yourself. And I just want to know what was going through his head. If he knew he was gonna die. If he said a prayer, or if he cursed my name, or if he just thought that he could catch himself too. And then just watching him hit the ground.
Is there no balcony there from the living room?
No. For the rest of my life, everyone's gonna think I'm a murderer. My family. My whole family.
Amber, we don't think that, baby.
All of Tulsa is gonna know. I want to be the one that's dead. I want to be dead, and I want Josh to be here.
They allowed Amber to keep looping back to her traumatic memory of the fall. The push, the glass, Josh's broken body. No one interrupts. No one challenges. They just let her relive it.
What's little Levi gonna do?
They could save him.
So not only does he have to lose his daddy, he's got to lose his mama too.
I just have to. I just want to go back. Please, I just want to go back and just not push him, just catch him, something. This can't be real. I mean, I still have my whole life ahead of me. And I was supposed to spend it with Josh. And now I'm gonna go to prison. And Josh is dead. My baby's gonna get taken away from me. I can't believe this. I can't believe Josh fell. I wish I could just get it out of my head.
I know, baby.
I just want to go to sleep. What am I gonna you tell Levi?
That he had a handsome dad, and that he loved him, and you will show his picture to him. And you will show him and tell him the good things about his dad.
But I know what really happened.
What really happened? You don't know what really happened. Y'all were in there. You were struggling.
I can't believe he fell out the window. Why did that happen?
Because it's an apartment up there with a view, and y'all...
Why didn't I just leave? Why were we there? Why did he fall? Josh is dead.
No one forces Amber to say she pushed Josh. She volunteers it, slowly turning her memories into a story of blame. This was encouraged by emotional prompting like, you have to tell your lawyer, or you're in shock.
I just want to know where he's at right now. He's probably talking to his grandpa.
He's probably talking to his grandpa.
But I wonder where he went. And what about a funeral? How is that ever gonna work?
Amber. Knowing how the family feels. That's gonna be a...
That's what I'm saying. This is a nightmare that's just now getting started. I mean, as if Josh being dead, I can't even say it without I can't believe it when I say it.
You have to remember what I told you. Amber, if you don't do anything else, you got to remember what I told you. I'm begging you.
About the attorney? What if it doesn't work?
They did not challenge her inconsistencies, like whether she meant to push or where he was standing. The confusion was allowed to grow unchecked.
Or you let the attorney handle it. And they're going to try to break you. Don't.
I'm just waiting for Josh to walk in the room and tell me that he's sorry and that he loves me so much. I just keep seeing him fall. I wish I could just get it out of my head. It's never gonna go away. Every time I close my eyes, I'm gonna see it for the rest of my life.
What's your name?
go home to my husband. Josh fell. I feel so guilty for breathing, for not crying.
Her grief, "I want to die. I stole his life. I killed him," was met with silence or mild reassurance, not correction. Her despair is implicitly allowed to evolve into legal self-incrimination.
You're in shock.
But I feel guilty for just being here. I just want him to be in the hospital. I just kept screaming his name, screaming, saying, "Wake up, please!" And I just waited for him to wake up. I just held him. His body broken to nothing. Every bone in his body was sticking out. And his eyes were open. And I just looked at him and I just kissed him. And I said, "I'm so sorry, please. I love you, wake up."
Was there anybody else around?
God.
Rather than ask questions, they kept conversation minimal. Amber had to fill the silence with her own thoughts, which over time turned into self-blame, legal admissions, and confessions.
I just can't even close my eyes. This isn't happening. Little Levi. He's gonna have to grow up without Dad. All because of me. do this? How could I do this? I want to die. I want to be with Josh. And Josh probably doesn't want to be with me. I just can't imagine what it would feel like to lose Adam or Ariel.
I can't either, babe.
And Josh's family lost him.
Amber is emotionally collapsing in what she likely perceives as a semi-private space. But detectives are listening. She's technically not being interrogated, but everything is being documented.
No. This is such a bad nightmare. I just want Josh to hold me. Just one more time, and then I'll say goodbye and I'll leave him alone. But at least he'll still be there for Levi and his family.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna look over at Levi.
Why did this happen? This is just... This is just only stuff that happens in movies. I killed him. I mean, I know what I have to do.
What is that? What do you have to do? You're gonna have to quit saying that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't kill him, Amber.
I know, but it was an accident that went wrong, but because of me. I mean, I know I can't say those things. I know what I have to do to keep me and Levi safe.
No, the only thing that I'm telling you is just for you to talk to your attorney. You have to be open and honest with your attorney. I'm just saying that your emotions right now, you're in shock.
What if I'm not? What if I'm just a horrible person who can't cry? Or...
You're human. You're in shock. You've seen your husband that you love die. That's shock.
I don't feel like I'm in shock.
7.5 months pregnant. You're carrying a child.
I don't feel like I'm in shock. I just don't feel anything. I just keep hoping it's all that Josh is just gonna walk in here.
That door.
But he's not.
They reminded her that she was pregnant, that she loved Josh, that she was only 19. This reaffirmed her identity, not as a murderer, but as a grieving woman who just made a mistake.
I can't take this. I can't do this. I can't. I can't. Josh is dead. Not only is he dead, but the way he died. I just wish it would leave my head. Every time I close my eyes, I see it. It's like torture. My subconscious just keeps playing it over and over and over again. As if one time seeing it isn't bad enough, I have to see it over and over and over. I just want to save him. I want to save him. I just want to. At least if I can go back and take back the push, at least I can save him.
The push.
The push. I pushed him against the wall and he. Oh my god. At least I could catch him. I tried, but it was all so fast. And I just want to know what his last thoughts were. What could you think? What could go through your head when you're falling to your death?
Was he fixing to... Where was the candle things?
There's like these stand-up candle things like this high. They're just like little wire things, but he was fixing the TV. He was like messing with the TV right here. And the window's right here. And I pushed him and he fell into the window and fell. Oh god. I'm never gonna get over this. I'm never gonna understand it. I mean, I thought divorce was gonna hurt. He's not even here. I can't even talk to him. Every time I pick up my phone, I'm just gonna want to text him. Why is this happening?
I'm sorry. I don't know what's taking them so long. Let me get your, Amber, is that right?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Hilberling.
I'm sorry?
Hilberling. Hilberling.
How you spell that?
H-E-R-L-I-N.
No.
Oh.
H-I-L. P-E-R.
P.
B.
B-E-R.
L-I-N-G.
Okay. What is your maiden name?
Fields.
Fields. What's your birthday? Was it 2508 or 2805? Your apartment?
2509.
2509, okay. Carson. And what's your social security number?
They constantly told her, wait for your attorney. They're coming soon. Don't say anything yet, but never stopped her from talking. The illusion of legal protection lowered her guard.
Well, the detective's here. I think he's talking to one of the witnesses now. And he's got to talk to another one, then they'll be in here, all right?
I can't do this. Josh is gone. For forever. I'm only 19. I have the next 60 years to think about this. To let it torture me. I'm never gonna find someone that I love more than Josh. I'm never gonna find someone as perfect for me as he was. And I ruined all of it.
like the first time y'all got to fight?
I killed him. He's dead. I touched his bones. All broken and sticking out of his body. Everything was bent backwards. I rolled him over and just held him. I didn't care.
Instead of jumping into questions, the detective lets time do the work. Amber is kept in emotional limbo, tired, grieving, and waiting for someone to make it stop.
I want this to be over.
I love you.
I can't believe this. I'm gonna have this baby and it's gonna be just like Josh. And I'm scared because it's gonna remind me of him every day. Look like him. And I was supposed to enjoy it with Josh. And I stole that from Josh. I stole his whole life away from him. He's 23. He's never gonna watch. He's not gonna be there when Levi's born. He's not gonna watch him grow up. Watch him get married, see him have great kids. Oh my god.
It's okay, baby.
No, Josh is gone. I mean, what if you lost Papa before anything ever even got to happen? I'm so sorry. What kind of person am I? I don't deserve to be here. How can I push Josh out the window? I mean, why? Why?
That was not.
I just want to be with him. I can't accept the fact that he's not here anymore. I refuse to do that.
The detective barely talks. Instead, he lets Amber speak freely, allowing her to repeat traumatic imagery, relive the moment, and fill the room with her version of events.
I'm not looking forward to all the nights. I'm gonna spend crying. I'm waking up screaming. Dreaming about him.
That's why we have therapists to help.
dreaming about what happened. Every time I just see it. I can't get it out of my head now. I just can't imagine how his parents feel. Or how his brother's gonna feel. He's all the way in Afghanistan. Him and his brother have grown up protecting each other. I'm such a bad person. Josh was so special. He is so special. What am I supposed to say to them when they come in here?
Don't say anything but the thing, just say, wait.
Hi, are you Amber?
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Jeff Elton. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. I'm sorry, you...
I'm her grandmother, Gloria Bowers.
Oh, okay. Very sorry. We want to do this. Yeah, I'd like to talk to you, get a statement as to what happened. Can I talk to her? Yeah, can I talk to her in private?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks. How old are you, Amber?
19.
Even though officers and family were in the vicinity, Amber was effectively alone. She was in an official setting, but treated like she was in private, encouraged to keep expressing herself.
How long you guys been
I
married?
can't make a statement. I don't want this to turn out bad.
Okay. Okay, well...
My mom, I think, is calling an attorney.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
And I'm not supposed to say anything till he gets here.
Okay. Who is your attorney?
I don't know.
Okay. What's your mom's name?
Rhonda Whitlock.
Rhonda Whitlock. Okay. And, you know her phone number? Okay, let me just get all your information then, and we won't talk about the case at all, okay? Amber? And I'll let your grandma come back in here, okay? What's
I can't deal with this.
okay, can you tell me your name and stuff?
Amber Ilberling.
Okay. Is it H-I-B?
No, H-I-L.
Okay.
B-E-R-L-I-N-G.
L-I-N-G. Would you like to, is this your water? You want another water or pop or anything? Okay. What's your date of birth, Amber? All right. And your social? Okay, I'll call your mom, okay?
Okay.
You want your grandma to come sit back in?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Josh. Baby. I will never, ever forgive myself. I can't even begin to accept this. I want you to be here. Just come back, please. Please. I love you. I love you so much. I hope you are happy. I will spend the rest of my life, babe.
They allowed Amber to repeat key phrases. The push, his bones were broken. I did this without challenge. Her grief made her reinforce her own guilt narrative.
For this. Oh my gosh.
Don't push on it. You'll get it.
I look at this and I think of all this stuff on Josh. Everything was split open. You could see bones and blood and guts. And God. I just wish I had a time machine. I just watched him fall. Not doing anything, standing safely in the apartment while the love of my life fell. And I just kept saying to myself, please catch yourself, please catch yourself. Wondering why the whole time I was ever gonna think that he could catch himself. I was hoping maybe he'd just fall and break his leg or something.
You was hoping he would fall?
No, I mean, while he was falling, all these thoughts were running through my head, like, please catch yourself, just...
Okay, why did you... Was you fixing to go out the door?
What do you mean?
When you fixing to come over my house?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to leave. I didn't even yell at him or anything. I don't know what happened. He was the one walking around yelling at me, being mean, and I was just cleaning up the glass. I didn't say anything mean to him. I didn't yell at him. I just sat in the bathroom crying so hard I was throwing up. And he came in there and said, I've got all these options. He said, you want me? He kept saying, what do you want to do? And I said, please make your own decisions.
Instead of redirecting Amber from pain, they let her sink into it. Mentions of Josh's smile, his funeral, or their child's future kept her locked in grief.
And he said, okay, I will. He said, I want to work things out with you, but we need to be separated for a while. He had already talked to his dad.
He had done talk to him.
Yeah, he had just got off the phone with him. His dad was at work, so his dad was going to pick him up after he got off of work. That's why he was going with his friend. And he was on the phone with his friend, and he just hung up with his... I mean, I don't even know if he was on the phone. I don't know.
Well, then you come out of the bathroom?
Yeah, he had dumped all my laundry out. And I was putting it all back in there. I just don't understand why. I just wish I could go back.
She was told to wait for an attorney, but not stop from talking. This gave her the illusion of protection while still allowing her to narrate the entire event in emotionally damning detail.
And just have left.
Well, you gathered your laundry up when you fixing to go out the door.
Yeah, and I couldn't leave because the guy was in there measuring the window that Josh had broke.
Was all this going on with the guy there?
He was out on the balcony, measuring the window from the outside on the balcony, from the bedroom, and we were in the living room.
Oh. So it was somebody in the...
Yeah, so I couldn't leave because the guy was in there measuring the apartment.
Were y'all hollering and stuff?
No. We weren't yelling or anything. Josh was yelling, but not while the guy was in there.
Where was the guy? Had he left?
No, he was there when Josh
Still
fell.
there? He was still there?
Yeah, he was out on the balcony, and he heard me start screaming.
When Amber said she was numb, in shock, or couldn't cry, she was told, "You're human." These emotional reassurances created a safe environment, but also prolonged her vulnerability.
Can't. Every time I close my eyes, I see it.
Have you heard from your mom? Haven't heard
No,
anything. I've
the
been
only
trying to
thing-
call and she hadn't answered, so.
Call Dr. Whitlock, and his is
Is
The
it
last-
Dr. Whitlow, is that her husband?
Whitlock.
Whitlock. Is that her husband?
Uh-huh. The last I heard, they were at the apartment.
Okay.
The officers was questioning them.
Oh, he brought us. Yeah.
So is this Dr. Whitlock? Yeah, how you doing, sir? My name's Jeff Ellen, Tulsa Police. Yes, sir. I'm here with Amber, and I was hoping to get a statement. And she said her mom was contacting an attorney. Do you know who that'd be, or if he's going to come down today, or?
They allowed her to reconstruct the scene, the position of furniture, what he was doing, what she pushed, without challenging any contradictions. This built a confession through storytelling.
A guilty verdict in the murder trial of Amber Hilberling.
Less than an hour ago, jurors convicted the 21-year-old of second-degree murder. They say she pushed her husband to his death from the window of their 25th-story apartment.
In 2013, Amber Hilberling was sentenced to 25 years in prison after being convicted of second-degree murder in the death of her husband, Josh Hilberling. The tragic incident occurred in June 2011 when Josh, a 23-year-old U.S. Air Force veteran, fell from the 25th floor window of their apartment in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
It took the jury just about 3 hours to come down with that verdict. That verdict, as you just named, was 25 years. That's the recommendation for Amber Hilberling and the death of 23-year-old Josh Hilberling. That was in June 7th, 2011. They also recommend a $10,000 fine. Obviously, the big question in this case was self-defense. Was Amber Hilberling defending herself when she pushed Josh Hilberling nearly 2 years ago? Obviously, the jury felt that it was not in self-defense, and it was a push that she admitted to many times, both in a video that was taped to the Tulsa Police Department the day of his death, and also here in the courtroom through testimony. She said, "I did push him." She said that she intended to push him, but obviously that she did not intend for that to be his death. The prosecution also called a number of witnesses from the police department, including 5 detectives, who said that there was no sign of a struggle. That was really the defense's play here, to say that there was an angry verbal altercation that went back and forth, that Josh put his hands on her shoulders, and that she pushed back in self-defense. But the jury simply did not buy that. The quote that really stuck out from this court case was definitely, "He was messing with the TV and I pushed him."
Amber, who was 7 months pregnant at the time, admitted to pushing him during an argument, but claimed it was an accident and a result of self-defense. The prosecution argued it was a violent act driven by rage, despite her defense attributing blame to thin glass and a toxic relationship. The jury recommended a 25-year sentence, which the judge upheld.
That quote was made in that hour-long video that the jury watched last week, that one when she was talking to her grandmother, Gloria Bowers. And it was Gloria Bowers who the prosecution says introduced the idea of a struggle between the two nearly 2 years ago. The prosecuting attorney in this case is Michelle Keeley. She said it was Amber Hilberling's testimony that made the jury believe that she was not credible.
Certainly she testified, and it was not consistent with what she had previously said. We didn't know whether she was going to testify or not, and certainly the jury listened to that, and they found that she was not credible.
She was also ordered to pay for Josh's funeral expenses and a $10,000 fine. Amber received credit for the 15 months she had already served in jail prior to her sentencing and was incarcerated at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center.
Right now, it's coming up on 5:05 today. Funeral services are scheduled for Amber Hilberling. She was serving a 25-year sentence at the Mabel Bassett Correctional Facility. Hilberling was convicted of pushing her husband out of a high-rise apartment in Tulsa, killing him. This happened 3 years ago. The state medical examiner has ruled her death as suicide by hanging. Funeral services will take place at the First United Methodist Church in downtown Tulsa.
Amber Hilberling was found dead in her prison cell at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center on October 24, 2016, in what was ruled an apparent suicide. She was just 25 years old. At the time of her death, she had served approximately 3 years of her 25-year sentence for the second-degree murder of her husband, Josh Hilberling. Prison officials stated she was found hanging in her cell and pronounced dead shortly after.